Hello, General Biology. This is our climate change video part 3, and we're going to talk about global ice reduction. So, let's get to it. Global ice reduction has been observed by lots of scientists, but mostly NASA and historians. And what historians will do is they will take pictures that people took in the past from like sightseeing and gathering information, and then they will compare it to pictures of the same place at the same time of year in modern times. And so they can see places where glaciers were completely covered in ice, but then today those glaciers have receded. They've melted away, leaving, lakes and rivers and streams and ponds and forested areas and such. And this pattern continues. There's lots of places around the world where they have collected this kind of data. NASA, unlike the historians are using pictures, NASA's straight up using their satellites to, I guess, take images of the ground and compare and take measurements. And so they are also finding out information about climate change, or about sea level, ice reduction. And they found that 13% of our ice is melting every 10 years. In Greenland, there are some major glaciers, and they're comparing those glaciers in 2009 to 2011, and they have lost 150 to 250 cubic kilometers of ice over the course of 4 years. So there's major glacier loss in places that have lots of glaciers like Greenland. And in other measurements, when they think about how long the glaciers are, from 1902 to 2001, it took 100 years for this much of the glacier to melt, and then from 2001 to 2010, it took 10 years for that much. So 9 miles in 10 years of the glacier melt in the last 10 years, but then 100 years before that, only 8 miles of the glacier melt. Well, what does this have to do with the ecosystems? Well, organisms like polar bears, penguins, and seals have less habitat to live in. That lowers their carrying capacity, and then you start having ecological disturbances that can affect the food web. So those species are challenged. So now, what does this have to do with our other climate change topics? Well, the ice is melting because surface temperatures are increasing. And even though the surface temperatures are increasing just a small degrees, what's happening is there's not enough time during the course of the winter for the glaciers to refreeze. So they melt, and then not as much refreezes. And then they melt, and then not as much refreezes. And so over time, there's less and less of the glacier. Also, that melted glacier flows into the ocean and contributes to sea level rise. So let's review. Data found for ice reduction is primarily collected by NASA and historians. NASA uses satellites to track ice from space, while historians use pictures from the past to compare with the present. They have found that some glaciers melted 9 miles in the last 10 years, while only 8 miles melted in the prior 100 years. They found that Greenland lost 150 to 250 kilometers cubed of ice in 4 years, and they found that 13% of global ice is melting every 10 years. This affects ecosystems because organisms such as polar bears, seals, walruses, penguins, and other Arctic creatures are losing habitat, which lowers the carrying capacity. And ice reduction is caused by surface temperature increase because the high temperatures melt the ice, and melting ice also contributes to sea level rise because more ice becomes water. I hope this helps. Struggle well.